Hey, good afternoon. Today is August 10th, 2018, and we're really excited to have Deeper in the studio. When you guys are ready, take it away into your first song. What's up? You're watching Audiotree Live, and we've got Deeper in the studio. Welcome, guys. It's on sick in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're stoked to have you. How's everyone doing? Because you guys look great. Sound great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Okay, good. So we've got Nick over here, we've got Shiraz on the drums, we got Drew on bass, and Mike on guitar. I just want to open up with a quick question, and then we'll roll into some more music.
Shoot.
Yeah, so I get the vibe that you guys aren't too concerned about being like pinned down with being called a certain anything, you know? Some people might say post-punk, some people might say indie rock.
Yeah.
But having said that, what is just like an ideal setting? And we can go around if everyone has answers. What's an ideal setting that you would want someone to take in your music? Could be anything.
Like where they would listen to it?
Where, time and place in their life, emotional state.
You know, it's whatever they want, but
yeah.
you know, being uncomfortable would probably be great.
Cool.
We were pretty uncomfortable recording it,
Yeah.
so we were jammed in a recording space or a practice space
Yeah, all right.
with 5 really smelly people.
There you go.
And I'm staring at Drew right now just because.
Dang, he's calling you out, man. I don't know if you want to rebuke that or...
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah. High stress situation, listen to Deeper.
Yeah, or if you're, you know, chilling out too, that's cool with us.
No, that's fair. Any other answers? Are you guys satisfied with that?
I like to listen to Pavement when I'm chilling on my bed.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
That's a good answer. That's a sick track. All right, cool. All right, I'll take it. You want to play some more music?
Yeah, let's do it.
And we'll talk some more after. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Take it away with your next set.
Another way.
watching Audiotree Live, and we've got Deeper in the studio. That was great. I love that.
Thank you.
I feel very high energy because of this music.
Let's just ruin it for you then.
I know. Just bring me right back down. Cool. So something I want to touch on is on your Bandcamp page. I noticed there's a really great like artist description written about you guys. I don't know if you guys did that or got a friend to do it. Very well written. Either
Thank
way, the way that they describe you, it kind of comes down to the fact that you guys are a band with a Midwestern lens. And I was just curious, I wanted to have you speak on that a little bit, if like where you're from informs your music, if being a Chicago band is something that, you know, that is something that like should be known about deeper, or if that's just, I don't know, I guess I'm interested in that Midwestern lens piece.
Yeah, I don't know who wrote that. Maybe
Okay.
Trevor.
Okay.
Probably Trevor.
Okay. Okay.
From Fire Talk, who put out our record.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say so, definitely. I mean, me and Mike grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. Drew grew up in the suburbs of Columbus.
Yeah.
Shraz grew up in Paris, France, but he then moved to
Sick.
the suburbs of Milwaukee.
Cool.
So we're suburban boys from the Midwest. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Definitely. I mean, trying to like, I think for me and Mike, I could speak for, like, we just wanted to move to something with more culture.
Yeah.
And so, going to Chicago is the next step.
Yeah.
And then when we started making music down here, there's definitely like there's a difference between the way bands interact with each other out here than
Absolutely.
I feel like they do in different areas from when we tour,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we all know each other, whereas like maybe we'll go play New York or somewhere on the East Coast. It doesn't seem like any of those bands really know each other as much,
Yeah, no, actually, that was the next point I was going to bring
Yeah.
up, is that there was this interview I said where one of you guys had this great line that I really agree with, that the Midwest has a camaraderie thing less than competition thing.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with that. But it's like this question I've always had of like, why? Is it because the Midwest lacks a bigger label, so it's less like dog eat dog and it's like more uplifting? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's that's all personal things.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're not competing. Well, we kind of like have to compete with both like LA and New York in some senses.
Sure.
But I feel like everybody comes through Chicago at one point on their tour, so that really helps out.
Absolutely.
Gives
yeah.
us a chance to play with bigger bands and stuff.
Totally.
But our friend Dave once told us, like, I think it was Dave. I'm going to quote him. He's doing it.
Yeah, do it.
There's room for everybody. So why get pissed off if somebody else is doing better than you? That's only going to help you out. You
Yep.
know, like our friends that are doing really well, that's only good. That's going to be good for us because
Yeah.
we get to play with them in front of their audience, and hopefully they'll speak of us. And
Yeah,
that's all that
absolutely.
matters, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense to me, but I think you're right about New York. It's a little bit more of like, how can I get ahead of maybe my fellow like peers? Is it just like Midwestern kindness where everyone's like, exactly what you said, uplifting of each other? If you have exposure, I have exposure. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to shit on New York either. I love.
Oh no,
New York
same
too.
dude, same. And they've got their own scene, doing
Yeah.
their own thing. But I think there is something special about Chicago. I love like kind of stressing.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's great.
And
It's
then
not
just
like-
yeah,
Oh,
what's
sorry.
up? No, go
it's
for
not
it.
like there are a finite number of spots. It's not like everyone's fighting for just like 2 spots at the top of the Chicago music scene. Or
If
something.
that was the
Right.
case,
Yeah.
then we'd all be fucked. So
Right.
it's like,
Yeah, for sure,
we
for
should
sure.
just stop.
Just to veer off a little bit, because on your advance there was something written about a band member's frostbite, and I just really like to hear that story. It's
We're
like,
gonna send that over to Mike.
sweet. Is that like Dead of Chicago winter? Like what happened there?
Yeah, it was New Year's. It
Okay.
dropped down to like -20. Had a couple of drinks, didn't have my gloves.
Yep, there
And
you
then
go.
I woke up in the middle of the night. My hand was like a Mickey Mouse glove. Just like
Were you
swollen.
outside?
Yeah, I walked home without gloves.
Oh man, and you slept outside?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, I was like,
It didn't get to
dang.
I
that
walked
point.
home
okay.
from Kohl's. It was like
Oh, okay, got you.
it was a 15-minute walk.
Damn. And then but not affected. You're still like killing it over there, like.
For
He's
a
got
minute, it
brand
was
new
pretty
nails.
dark.
Yeah, he had to do like some pretty intense like physical therapy.
Damn, man. I mean, I know I'd be nerve
It's just like
wrecked.
stretches, but yeah,
Right,
It's
yeah.
100% now. I got
That's
like
awesome, man.
a baby hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, his skin peeled like a lizard. It was.
Oh,
Yeah, it was really.
Yeah.
It was
It's
pretty
really fucked
gnarly.
up.
Like his hand, like his
Damn.
entire hand was like a swollen blister.
For sure. I would
All
be
my fingernails
freaked
fell
out.
off, too.
Yeah, if I was a touring musician,
Oh,
I'd
dude,
be
that's-
freaking out.
Yeah, I had to have my roommate pulling off. with
Oh,
pliers.
dude, I've been there. That happened to like a toe of mine, and it was not a
That's
good
not fun.
experience.
That's, like,
no,
the worst.
No, it sucks. It's disgusting. Great. On that note, let's hear more
Play some
music. Yeah,
stuff.
let's play some more stuff. Yeah. watching Audiotree Live, and we've got Deeper in the studio. So they've got a show coming up on the September 7th. It's WLUW 88.7's 40th anniversary. Could you guys tell me and the people of the internet, like, where exactly that's going to happen? Do you know? Or should they just Google it?
It's on Loyola's campus. It's like a free show.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Because 88.7, they do, it's like college radio or?
Yeah, for
Sick.
Loyola.
Oh, great.
I think. Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense
Yeah.
to me. Okay, cool.
But it's free to everyone, I'm pretty sure.
Awesome. Yeah, so check that out. Like, check out the band's social media, their website. If you're up there, go watch them because they're clearly amazing live.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, you're welcome.
You're a great host.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I wanted to talk about how just this past spring, you guys released your self-debut album,
Yes.
which is killer, through Fire Talk.
Yes.
Yep. And although you guys just released that album, you have been playing together for years. You've been touring, doing the roundabouts and everything.
Yes.
So I know you guys kind of had multiple processes that were involved with recording this album. And based on that experience, what are like tips or advice that you could give to people maybe that were in a similar position that you were, you know, a little bit ago about like recording, like things to do, don't do?
I would try and do it as fast as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And
We
Also,
took,
take your time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take your time. However it works for you. But we took like 2 years to record this just
Yeah.
because we did it in our practice space. So we had to load all the gear in, set it up, and then we record for like 2 days.
Right.
Get hopefully 3 bones done.
Right.
Tracks. And then break it all down and do it again like a month later. And that happened for about 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. And yeah, it makes you kind of like, you listen to the songs too many times, like any song,
For sure,
and you're
yeah.
not gonna really enjoy it anymore.
For sure, yeah.
So I think for a lot of us, we stopped enjoying the record halfway through making it, and then got through the whole mixing part, which is pretty grueling if you don't like what you're listening to.
Yeah.
And
that's right,
there's a good part of this story. We like it now. So
Okay.
after letting it go and then getting it mastered and then kind of like leaving it and setting it down for a little bit, I feel like I enjoy it, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like once it was mastered, we listened to it, we're like, okay, we think this, like sonically we think this sounds good. We don't even know if the songs are good anymore. It took 6 months away from it. It wasn't until like the album came out, I feel like, that we're like,
We
oh,
got
okay,
that.
like this feels pretty all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you just what Nick was saying about like the recording process. I would also recommend like doing it all at once.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Yeah.
it was like 5 sessions over 2 years, and
Wow.
so that's what made it particularly arduous, I would say.
Sure,
Definitely,
sure.
yeah. Pull out the big guns right
Yeah.
there, yeah.
Yeah, just get it done. Were you gonna say something, Shiraz, or do you?
No, I feel the same way.
Okay.
For me, I started loving it again when I got the test pressing and then listened to it at home, sat down, and fell in love with the songs again.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's so real what you said about kind of needing a little distance from it.
Yeah.
Because that process can be arduous. Great.
Oh, another tip is we shelved like 2 songs, almost threw them in the garbage, and we listened back to them, practiced again, and then they're now our favorite songs.
Yeah, I love it how that happens. That's sick. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
like Pavement, for example,
Yeah.
there were numerous iterations before we recorded that. Even actually, we recorded a different version of it, and then in the studio, we're like, no, we're going to chop this up and
For
change
sure,
it.
yeah.
and
Completely
shuffle it
changed the whole
around.
song. Yeah, it was funny. I remember just we walked up the stairs, me and Mike were like smoking a cigarette. Like, all right, we got to break it to the guys. We're going to cut this end. And then you guys are all just like, yeah, fuck this part. This
No, that's cool to hear that, like, making change like that, it wasn't like high stress or like whatever. It was like, no, we have better ideas. Let's execute it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Don't be stressed out because, like, who cares? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
If nobody likes it, then they won't listen to it.
Right.
And then you don't really have to be too worried.
That's real.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, I like that. We're going to end on that before we roll into our next song.
Great.
Like I said, September 7th, check out their website and them on social media. Go, watch them. Deeper, their self-debut album, is out now. So get it wherever it is that you get your music. And yeah, roll into that last track. Thank you guys again for being here.
It's a tax that holds you back.
Hey, you're watching Audiotree Live, and we've had Deeper in the studio with us this afternoon. Thank you again so much for taking time out of your day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You
it
guys are
sounds.
the best.
Yeah, you guys are
Really, thank
rad
you.
as people, and your music is rad. So it's a pleasure to meet you all. Yeah, thank you to the audience and the camera and lighting crew and the audio engineers. Keep up with us and the band on social media. This session will be out in a few short weeks. But until the next live stream, we'll see everyone next time. Thank you.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?